Morning. So I don't know if you can guess, but I'm on another wild camp in the Cairn Gorms. So I walked in from Linn of Dee last night, quite late last night actually. I got here about 8:15, so I didn't do any filming because I was on a bit of admission. But I've camped over the other side of the river from Corrour Bothy, and my plan today is to go up the Devil's Point, Cairn Toul, Angel's Peak, and we'll see how we feel. We might do bealach as well, and down into the Lairig Ghru, and then back to the tent. So we're going to camp here 2 nights, last night and tonight. But it was pretty murky this morning when I woke up, but as you can see there's a cloud inversion, but there's no way I'm going to get up there to see that. But it's actually really chilly, and the forecast was down to about 5 degrees in the glens, and it was definitely pretty chilly last night, so we'll bring you back later. So there's my wee tent over there, and I've just come across this bridge, and it's a shame I've missed the cloud inversion, but I just couldn't get organised in time. But it looks like it's going to be a fab day. Oops, just pulling about as usual. She's shivering actually. She's been hanging about waiting on me. There's the bothy over there. There's a few tents round about it. Corrour Bothy. So that's just the bothy down there, and you can see my tent over the other side of the river, just after the wee bridge. And it's a good path climbing up here. I might leave my rucksack at the bealach. Apparently it's only 100 metres of ascent from the bealach to the Devil's Point up there. So we'll see. And I'm letting Jura off the lead just now to heat up a little bit. But I probably won't let her off the lead much up on the plateau because there's big cliffs. So probably not a good idea since she chases birds all over the place. But it's going to be a lovely morning. There's still some mist in the glen. Lovely. Bit of a cloud inversion. Wow. So that's me on the summit of the Devil's Point. Hello Jura. I've popped her on the lead in case she goes flying off the other end of the mountain. That's Ben McDewey up there, and the way we've got to go all along there. But I'm not sure I'm feeling up to it today. I'm feeling a bit off colour, no energy. I don't know if it was the big walk in yesterday. It was about 8 miles with a heavy rucksack, but my legs are a bit knackered, so we'll just see how it goes. I might have something to eat. Left my rucksack down at the bealach, so I might feel better after that. But it's just gorgeous, gorgeous. So that's looking right up the Lairig Ghru. You found the cairn, Jura. You found the cairn. A decent cairn. Give you a good bit of shelter. think that's my first kind of proper cloud inversion. Amazing. Cool. So that's just Cairn Toul up there, and obviously Linn of Dee. And we'll make our way slowly up. So that's us at the summit of Cairn Toul, but I've run out of water. So Jura had her last lot of water on a kind of wee minor top down there, and a couple of boys, they gave her a wee drink. So we need to head down to the bealach between the Devil's Point and Cairn Toul, where we'll get water. But that was 2 litres I packed, but just not enough. It's absolutely roasting, so we're going to call it a day at Cairn Toul. Angel's Peak, just over there, doesn't look that far to go. It's just with no water. It's not the best. So we'll leave that one for another day, and you can say Bealach. You have to go all the way along. I'm assuming maybe that's the summit up here, but you have to follow the cliffs round. So that's too big a day for us. So it's absolutely beautiful. There's still a cloud inversion. You can probably see it over there. That's obviously east towards the coast, and there's still a cloud, you know, in the valleys, especially over there. So it's a bit weird. So I think this is maybe the 3rd highest Munro. So that's an achievement. So 2 Munros today, so I'm happy with that. And I'm feeling a bit better, although I'm probably going to end up a bit dehydrated after this walk. But it's just gorgeous. Linn of Dee up there. Cairn Toul and I down there. You can just see, I don't know where I'm pointing, but you can just see the Devil's Point. It looks absolutely tiny down there. And that's a minor top there, and just gorgeous. Oh, lovely. But yeah, I don't want to bite off more than we can chew today. I know there's water, but it's quite far away. There's a stream, I think that's the oh, I can't remember what it's called. It's like the source of the River Dee, but it's away over there. So I think enough is enough. So I'll bring you back later when we get some water. Hey Jura, you okay? You good girl? I think she'll survive. She's had more drinks than me. She's desperate to chase wee birds, but I daren't let her off the lead. But it's just beautiful. That cloud inversion's still over there. And you can see it away over there as well. I think that's towards Linn of Dee over there in Glen. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the Lairig Ghru. That was the path we walked along last night. But this is just the wee minor bump here. I don't know what it's called. It's obviously a top, and that's Cairn Toul that we've just come down off. You can just see those people about halfway up. One of the guys offered Jura a wee bowl of water, so that was good. And it's a shame because it just doesn't look that far to Angel's Peak, but there was no way I was going to chance it. So I'll probably come back and do these 2 from the Aviemore side, the Sugar Bowl car park. And we're just going to make our way down. Okay, Jura? Yeah, it's really hot. I think it must be about 25 degrees. And that wasn't forecast. Not on the summits anyway. I think it was about 14. But there's no wind at all up here today. It's probably a perfect day to do the traverse as well. Hey-ho. It's gorgeous. I won't even try and pick out the hills. Lovely. That's a massive corrie there. Massive. Okay. Right, we'll head down. All downhill now, thank goodness. So that's the path ahead that goes up the Devil's Point. We went up that this morning and came back down the same way. And she's running about. I don't think she's dehydrated at all. She's found a couple of wee boggy puddles that she's splashed about in, but it's still roasting. So we're nearly at the bealach between the Devil's Point and Cairn Toul now, the low point. So I'll get some water there, but it's just glorious. I think that up there is Ben Botany. I've done that, and it's just magic here. Lovely. My dinner's just cooking. I'm having pasta bolognese. Not had that one before. I think my favourite of these meals, summit to eat meals, is the Jura's trying to eat it and she's had a big dinner. Is the chicken fajita and rice. I really like that one. So it's about 5:15. We tried to have a snooze in the tent, but it's absolutely roasting. So I've got both doors open, but it's still roasting. And just having a wee look at the hills we did today. Keep Jura away from my coffee. So the Devil's Point up there, and Cairn Toul up there. So it's a shame we didn't get the third Munro that I wanted to do, Angel's Peak, done, but had to make a decision and we'd run out of water. So yeah, it wasn't really fair. It would have been nice to do the third Munro, Angel's Peak, but I think I made the right decision. We'd run out of water completely, and it's really hot, so I didn't want to exhaust Jura or myself. It's been hard. I mean, there's a lot of people have done the traverse today and started here, or started at the Shalmain Gap, but a lot of them had run out of water, and it's hard going. So I'm just going to enjoy my tea, and I think the midges are probably about to come out because the sun is just about to dip behind that the Devil's Point. So I'll get cracked on with my dinner. It's a good one, Jura. So Jura and I are confined to barracks, and the midges are just awful. They just, all of a sudden started to come out. The sun's gone down, so they're just pretty bad, but we've had tea. The temperature's dropped a fair bit as well, so I've zipped down the doors of the tent. This one's still open. The midgie net's protecting us. I don't know if you can see them up there. They've actually died down a little bit from the last time I checked, but yeah, pretty bad. So Jura's knackered. She's taken to barking at everybody that comes near the tent. I think she's trying to protect me, so because we're near the bridge and she's able to see out the vents, she was going off her head at people collecting water or climbing over the bridge. So she's been a bit of a nightmare, haven't you? And she's chewed the zip on her sleeping bag, so you can probably just see that there. She chewed that last night, so it no longer zips up. And she's also broken her little spork. She's bitten one of the wee prongs off it. She's just a nightmare. So I've got some Pringles and some whiskey. I've got some Jura whiskey. So I'm just trying to chill out. It's about 7:30. Oh, that's the midges back. My goodness. You can probably see them now. It's probably dependent on the wind. But I seem to have got quite good at keeping them out the tent. It's a hasty entrance and exit for us. But I thought I'd have a little look at the map just to show you where we came from. So hopefully you can see this here. That's Derry Lodge. That's where we camped on our last adventure. But we've actually come from Linn of Dee last night, which is about 3 or 4 miles east of Derry Lodge. But last night we walked up part of the Lairig Ghru, and this is Corrour Bothy here where we camped. And this morning we came up here, which was pretty steep, up to the Devil's Point, back down, and then up this path here. We actually went round the edge of the quarry. There's a path that goes right round the edge, and then up to Cairn Toul. And the third Monroe, the Angel's Peak's just there, so it's hardly any distance at all, but we've run out of water, so we'll save that for another day. But yeah, it's been a good day. 2 Monroes, 2 nights overnight camping, so it's all good, apart from these blinking midges. They're just horrendous. I think the next time I camp is going to be when the midges have died down. At least they can't get in. So it's over and out from tonight. Well, good morning from Corrour Bothy. It's really misty and claggy this morning. I'm not sure we're going to get the weather we had yesterday. So Jura and I are all packed up. Leave no trace as always, just some really flat grass actually. I guess that's what 2 nights camping does. But the midges are horrendous. We managed to get porridge and coffee, but we had to eat it in the tent and smidge the midges. So we've got about 8-mile walk now down from Corrour to Linn of Dee along the Lairig Ghru. So kind of looking forward to that. Didn't have too bad a night, we had a good sleep. So I'll probably finish up the video here. I've had a couple of good nights camping. It's got its moments. Midges can really spoil a camping trip. But however, just got to put up with them. So thanks for watching. See you in the next adventure.